But he said we need all energy, and we really do.
12 lawmakers, all from South Dakota, spending a day and a half learning about co-ops. The cooperatives of South Dakota are hosting the group. Today, they're in North Dakota, Bismarck to be exact, and Ed Anderson of South Dakota Statewide is leading the charge.
Well, from here, we're going to put them on a bus and send them down the North Dakota Energy Trail.
The group is learning about electricity, how it's made, and what types of challenges the industry is facing. Some of them are longtime lawmakers, some are new to the game, but they'll all learn a lot.
The dynamics, the legislative and political dynamics change every year, but the benefit that this brings to the process never changes.
A few safety things as we get going.
This year, they're starting out at Freedom Mine.
13,000 horsepower.
They take a ride in a dragline.
How big is that bucket?
It's 123 yards.
Then they take in the Great Plains Synfuels plant, a coal gasification plant.
Do we have the gasification part of the plant?
And Antelope Valley Station, a coal-based power plant.
What we want to do here is show you how we produce electricity on this power plant.
Mary DUVALL says rural electric cooperatives have a long history in South Dakota, and when the next legislative session comes around, this trip will help.
It's the relationships you build and knowing who to go to with questions, whether it's one of the lobbyists here that work in Pierre, or whether it's Steve Tomac or someone else, or just other legislators who've been on the same tour.
Larry TIDEMANN's rural electric roots go all the way back to when the lights first came on.
I can remember when the lights first came on, right before Christmas, and that conversion, and how dependent rural America is on the service provided by rural electrics. And so there was just a want to learn more.
And what they said was, I just didn't realize how clean this process really was. And that is so good to hear.
Larry Lucas knows electric co-ops are facing challenges.
Basin's pretty progressive, they're willing to balance the environmental issues with the need to provide stable electricity for the consumers within common sense. There's obviously some issues the EPA is maybe too far out on that we need to find compromise middle ground on, and on the other hand, some of those EPA issues are vital. If we hadn't had those issues, where would our country be today?
It's a good conversation. One Ed Anderson says is best discussed with a little perspective.
You cannot convey scale, and you cannot convey the work that goes into this process on a computer screen. You just can't do it.
With producer Jared Barnhart, I'm Tracy Battenhausen.